BlackBerry didn't fail overnight. This is what really happened. There was a time when if you didn't have a BlackBerry, you didn't belong. The glowing red light, the clicky keyboard, the BBM pin, they weren't just features. They were status. From presidents and CEOs to teenagers and celebrities, everyone wanted one. But in just a few short years, the king of smartphones went from being everywhere to nowhere. This is the story of how BlackBerry rose to power and how arrogance, innovation, and timing destroyed it. It all began in the late 1990s in Waterloo, Canada. Two engineers, Mike Lazaridis and Doug Fregent, founded a small tech company called Research in Motion, or RIM. Their dream was simple: make wireless communication faster, smarter, and easier. At a time when mobile phones could barely send texts, RIM introduced something revolutionary: BlackBerry, a device that could send and receive emails instantly. In 1999, the BlackBerry 850 was born. It wasn't flashy, but it changed everything. Executives, bankers, and politicians loved it. Suddenly, email wasn't tied to your computer anymore. And when BlackBerry Messenger came out, everything exploded. Instant, secure, free messaging? It was the future before the future arrived. By the mid-2000s, BlackBerry had become a global symbol of power and success. If you were in business, entertainment, or government, you had one. Celebrities flaunted it. Barack Obama famously refused to give his up even as US president. The curve, the bold, the torch, every release pulled millions of users deeper into the ecosystem. By 2009, BlackBerry controlled nearly half of the US smartphone market. People were so addicted to the keyboard they called it Crackberry. But just as the company enjoyed its glory, a quiet threat had already arrived, and it was about to change everything. When Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone in 2007, many laughed. A phone with no physical keyboard? Just a touchscreen? It looked like a toy. BlackBerry's executives dismissed it completely. They believed business customers would never abandon a secure, email-focused device for a shiny entertainment gadget. But Apple wasn't targeting business users, they were targeting the world. And when the App Store launched, everything changed. Phones were no longer just communication tools. They became entertainment hubs, productivity machines, and digital lifestyles. The future had shifted, and BlackBerry was still looking backward. Instead of adapting, BlackBerry doubled down. They clung to the physical keyboard, ignored the touchscreen revolution, and fell behind. When they finally released the BlackBerry Storm, their first touchscreen phone, it was a disaster. Buggy, slow, frustrating. Users hated it. Then Android arrived. Samsung arrived. Faster, better, more flexible devices flooded the market. BlackBerry's once loyal fans began to leave in waves. And when WhatsApp and iMessage took over, BBM, their greatest weapon, lost its magic. By 2013, BlackBerry's market share had collapsed below 5%. A company once worth over $80 billion was suddenly struggling just to survive. They tried everything: new designs, Android phones, rebrands, even a full pivot to security. But the world had moved on. By 2016, they stopped making phones. The empire that once ruled global communication was gone. BlackBerry didn't fall because it was weak. It fell because it believed the world would never change. But technology never waits. Today, the company still exists, not in your hands, but inside cars, networks, and cybersecurity systems. They now protect data instead of delivering messages. Still, for an entire generation, BlackBerry wasn't just a device. It was a feeling, a symbol of success, a reminder of the era when owning one meant you'd made it. The king may have lost its crown, but its legacy still echoes in every ping the world remembers. Subscribe for more true business stories.